Here is top Accolade Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi pardoned a jailed former member of parliament and prominent activist Ziad El-Laimi. Parliamentarian and Presidential Pardon Committee member Tarek El-Kouli said on Monday. El-Laimi was one of the leading Egyptian activists during the 2011 uprising, which toppled Hosni Mubarak, and had been jailed since 2019 on charges of spreading false news after a lawyer reported him to prosecutors, citing an interview he had given to the BBC. Rishi Sunak looks set to become Britain's next Prime Minister after his rival Boris Johnson, with the race admitting that he could no longer unite their party following one of the most turbulent periods in British political history. Sunak, the 42-year-old former finance minister, could be named leader as soon as Monday to replace Liz Truss, becoming Britain's third Prime Minister in less than 2 months. The multi-millionaire former hedge fund boss will face one of the most daunting set of challenges, tasked with rebuilding Britain's fiscal reputation through deep spending cuts as it slides into a recession, dragged down by surging energy, food and mortgage rates. He will also preside over a party that has bounced from one crisis to the next in recent months, badly split along ideological lines, and a country that is growing increasingly angry at the conduct of its politicians. Russia fired missiles and drones into the Ukrainian-held southern town of Mykolaiv, destroying an apartment block, and said the war was trending towards uncontrolled escalation in a flurry of telephone calls to Western defense ministers. The strike on the shipbuilding town, about 35 kilometers northwest of the front line in Kherson, came as Russia ordered 60,000 people to flee the region, in quote, to save your lives in the face of a Ukrainian counter-offensive. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu discussed the rapidly deteriorating situation in phone calls with British, French and Turkish counterparts, the ministry said. He also spoke by phone with US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin for the second time in 3 days. The Pentagon said Austin told Shoigu he rejected any pretext for Russian escalation. Without providing evidence, Shoigu said Ukraine could escalate by using a dirty bomb or conventional explosives laced with radioactive material. Ukraine does not possess nuclear weapons, while Russia has said it could protect its territory with its nuclear arsenal. Oil prices slid more than 1% on Monday after Chinese data showed that demand from the world's largest crude importer remained lackluster in September, as strict COVID-19 policies and fuel export curbs depressed consumption. Brent crude futures for December settlement slid $1 or 1.1% to $92.50 a barrel by 6:09 GMT after rising 2% last week. US West Texas Intermediate crude for December delivery was at $84.02 a barrel, down by $1.03 or 1.2%. Although higher than in August, China's September crude imports of 9.79 million barrels per day were 2% below a year earlier, customs data showed on Monday, as independent refiners curbed throughput amid thin margins and lackluster demand. A Korean airline limited jet with 173 people on board overshot the runway at Cebu International Airport in the Philippines late on Sunday, the airline said, adding that there were no injuries and all passengers had evacuated safely. The Airbus SC-A330 widebody flying from Seoul to Cebu had tried twice to land in poor weather before it overran the runway on the third attempt at 15:00 GMT, Korean Air said in a statement on Monday. Video from the scene verified by pressmen showed widespread damage to the plane. The nose landing gear appeared to have collapsed. Korean Air President Ki Hong-woo issued an apology on the airline's website, saying a thorough investigation would be carried out by Philippine and South Korean authorities to determine the cause. The A330-300 jet involved in the accident was delivered new to Korean Air in 1998, according to flight tracking website Flightradar24, which said that other flights to Cebu had diverted to other airports or returned to their origin. Japanese policymakers on Monday continued efforts to tame sharp yen falls, including through 2 straight market days of suspected intervention, but ultimately failed to prop up the currency against persistent dollar strength. The yen's sell-off is hurting the world's third largest economy by driving already surging import bills and challenges the Bank of Japan's commitment to ultra-low rates in the face of rapid global monetary tightening to combat rampant inflation. The Japanese currency jumped 4 yen to 145.28 per dollar in early Asia trade on Monday, suggesting authorities had stepped in for a second straight day after a similar move by Tokyo on Friday. That is the size of top Accolade Global News updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy New Week.